Every time a mobile game gets announced or content gets added, an angel loses its wings. Welcome to Tattoo Tabletop. My name is James, and I rarely do kind of an impromptu video, something that's not planned ahead. But I just finished watching the Skulls Warhammer video game announcements, and boy, was I just disappointed. It started off really strong. They announced Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy from Owlcat Games. That looks incredible. As someone who's been a huge fan of Rogue Trader, the Rogue Trader video game, I am so excited to see more content from them. This is an absolute highlight. Obviously had one of my absolute favorite Legions of Chaos, the Night Lords. Absolutely loved that moment. And it looks like the group around is actually pretty diverse. You're playing an Inquisitor. There's potentially a Kroot in there, a Catachan, an Ogryn. I got some of it directly behind you, so I'm gonna be looking that direction. But let's get down to the rest of it.
Here at Tattoo Tabletop, we have a lot of fun, so be sure to like, share, subscribe down below. It's completely free and it helps me out. Now back to the video.
So for a lot of this, I was expecting at least one or two major announcements. Now, don't get me wrong, Dawn of War getting a definitive edition isn't necessarily minor by any means, but for the amount of buildup we had for something like this that's an actual release, there really wasn't much. Oh, Bolt Gun 2, you mean the 8-bit game that a lot of people had fun with that's probably pretty easy to churn out? Came out, cool. Content for Space Marine 2 that we knew was coming is coming. I would have expected a lot more major announcements, I guess. Darktide getting updates, the Vermin Dream. Basically, a lot of this just felt like it was a DLC announcement, which is kind of unfortunate. 2 original announcements, so Mechanicus 2, which somehow is going to have the Votann in it. It intrigues me because the Votann are in it, but also I don't really know if it's going to be one of those games where it's like I'm going to have to play through all the other stuff and the Mechanicus stuff. I hear the game is great. Don't get me wrong. I hear the game is fantastic, but I don't know if it's something that I'm going to be terribly interested in, except for the Votann part. So I feel like if the Votann are going to be weaved into there, I don't know if I'm going to want to play the rest of it to just get to the Votann stuff. Cool to see them in a video game. When one of the surveys came out for Owlcat Games, they asked about things that you might want to add, and one of the things that they put in the survey was Leagues of Votann companion with an adjoining story, and I thought, holy crap, that would be incredible, especially because there's all the commerce of the Warhammer 40k universe, and the Leagues of Votann play a heavy part into that, so that would have been really cool to see as well.
When you're taking a break from your latest quest, the Bellows Bistro has exactly what you need. Located next to the Forge in Chaska with a fantastic fantasy setting, a wide selection of unique food items that will be sure to satisfy the adventurer in you. While you open up that new pack of Magic the Gathering cards, maybe play some board games or just take in the aesthetic. This will for sure become a staple for you in the future. Thank you to the Bellows Bistro for sponsoring this video.
And then just a bunch of mobile games. There's the tease of the Tides of Torment for Warhammer 3. They had like the slightest tease. They probably could have given us a little bit more there to help that Warhammer 40k coming to Rust. I mean, Speed Freaks is officially out. I have played Speed Freaks. It is a lot of fun. But Battle Sector DLC, then they're finally adding a story, but it's gonna be 12 missions long, which to me is just wildly underwhelming and a bit unfortunate for that as well. And then all the card games. To have this announcement event and to have it just be so little in terms of content is just kind of unfortunate. We know that there's other games that are in development, maybe they're not ready to be shown yet, but even just teasing them would have been nice. I mean, one of the things that we're seeing very clearly is that Age of Sigmar is still wildly ignored, which is very unfortunate. I really did get excited for Realms of Ruin, and like visually it looked stunning, and there was quite a few things there. I think the biggest problem is that the developers were not RTS developers, and they tried to create some weird MOBA version for the game, or is based around kind of a MOBA rock, paper, scissors format, and it didn't work. It looked incredible, and I loved the story, but it just didn't work. It just wasn't enough. Point of fact. So I just wanted to make this video because it is just a bit disappointing. I mean, Dark Heresy is 150% the biggest announcement here, and they threw it on the front. Like, don't get me wrong, the Dawn of War announcement is cool. The original Space Marine getting remastered, thumbs up, but those are not major announcements, at least in my book. You can still play Dawn of War. I've still played Dawn of War on my computer. Cool that it's getting the full screen upscale. It's not a ton of an upscale. It's not like a complete refresh or anything like that, but I guess it'll be cool. These are just my thoughts, so let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and of course be sure to like, share, subscribe. We have more stuff coming, but I just wanted to throw this one together. I always look forward to it every year, and this is what we got. DLC, mobile games, and 2 original game announcements. So until next time, I've been Tattoo Tabletop, and it looks like there's not going to be many games to play, so go paint something.